Okay, this is exercise 3.10, integration using substitution. First question is to find the integrals below using the substitutions given. We're first looking at question 1c, and that question is integrate x times x squared minus 9 to the power of 5 dx if you're given the substitution that u is equal to x squared minus 9. You start with this substitution that they will give you the substitution in extension 1. In extension 2, you're often not given the substitution. So we know that u is x squared minus 9. So what I'm going to do, I can't integrate with respect to x here because I'd have to expand that to the power of 5 and multiply through by x and do the integration. It would take forever and ever. So what I'm going to do, I don't want to see any x's by the time I'm finished this. I'm going to do it all in terms of u, and then I'm going to integrate. So my substitution is going to be that u is x squared minus 9. But what you do is you get given the substitution, then you do du dx. Now differentiate. What's du dx? 2x. Now, what I need to make a substitution for is the dx. So I want to come up with an expression for dx. So therefore dx is swapping du over 2x. Okay? So now I can substitute the dx. But this 2x is a problem for me anyway, but it'll cancel out in a minute. I can see that it's going to cancel. All right. All right, let's just see how we go. So we've got, I'm just going to see how we go. This one's a little bit of a strange one. Just one sec. The x's are going to cancel. Yeah, the x's are going to cancel. This isn't as bad as what we think. So what I'm going to do, this is the information I've got. I know that u is x squared minus 9. I know that dx is that. Normally I would rearrange this and make x the subject, but I don't think I need to. You know why? Because the x is up here. The dx is du on 2x. Let me do my substitutions and you'll see why. All right, x I can't change at the moment. What's x squared minus 9? So u to the power of 5. What does dx equal? Du on 2x. Oh, I'll just go du on 2x. Tell me what can cancel. Are you okay with this? Wait. Why is there going to... I haven't done anything with that x. I replaced this for a u. I've got my 5. dx is du on 2x. What cancels? Tara, there's an x at the top. No, there's not 2 x's. It's 2 times x. It's not x squared. Okay, so we've got u5 over 2 du. Now there are no x's. Now some of them don't turn out as good as that, all right? Normally I would have made x the subject up here, and I would have written x squared is u plus 9 and x is the square root of u plus 9, but there was no need for it because when I saw this, that dx is du on 2x, I knew the x's were going to cancel. And that's why I didn't bother making x the subject. There will be ones where I do make x the subject, but this is just a lucky one where the x is cancelled. If they didn't, you need to start manipulating this and make x in terms of u, all right? So now we just integrate that. What do you get if you integrate that? Remember that the 2 is just a constant. I can take the 2 out the front and make it a half out the front. Or I can just keep it. That is the same as doing that. Are you okay with that? That is a constant. It does not get affected by the integration. That is 1 over 2 that can go out the front. I could have kept it where it was, or I can bring it out to the front. Keep it where it is. Or you can if you want. So you've got a half times, what does this become? u6 on 6. No more du. Yeah, plus c. Now, simplify this. What have you got? u6 on 12 plus c. But remember, the original question was to integrate something with x's. So I now just substitute back in what u is, and I get I get x squared minus 9 to the power of 6 over 12 plus c. Now, you could have kept the 2 under there and gone use 6 on 2 times 6, okay? You don't have to pull the half out to the front. So, because the question's being asked in terms of x, you have to give the answer in terms of x. Don't forget to make that last substitution there, all right? All right, we'll do another question. Oops, sorry. I'll do question, I'm just looking for one that might be a bit different. I'm going to do question 1e. We ready? Example question 1e. Integrate 2x plus 3 over x squared plus 3x minus 1 cubed dx using the substitution u equals x squared plus 3x minus 1. Du dx. Yep, you always do it. And what do you get?
2x
Plus.
3.
Now these are easy ones, girls. So therefore, actually, you know what I might do? What I'm going to do, instead of making dx the subject, I'm going to do something else. Therefore, du is 2x plus 3 times dx. Yeah. I made dx the subject. This is actually better to do it this way. Instead of making dx the subject, I'm going to say du is 2x plus 3 times dx. What's good about that? The whole of that numerator can now be replaced with du. That's better. All right? It's much better. So therefore, so don't make, if I should actually go back to that first one and do it like that as well. Just come up with an expression for du next time. So therefore, this 2x plus 3 over x squared plus 3x minus 1 cubed dx. Remember, the dx is on the numerator and so is the 2x plus 3. Well, the 2x plus 3 times dx can be replaced with a du, so I'll just put that at the top. And now I need to replace this. I put 1 over. I can put the du on top if you want. It's the same. I can write, instead of putting the du there, I can put du over u cubed. Now that is the same as the integral of 1 over u cubed du. You okay with that? So if you want to do a direct replacement, that 2x plus 3 dx is du. Underneath we've got u cubed. This is the same as doing the integral of 1 over u cubed du, because there's a 1 in front of that. So therefore, how do I integrate that? U to the what? Negative 3 du, which is u to the, remember you're adding 1, over negative 2. No more du's. Let's just change the way it looks. It's negative 1 over 2 u squared plus c. And now replace with what u is, which is 2 bracket negative. U is x squared plus 3x minus 1. That's what u is. Squared plus c.
Do you leave it like that?
Yeah, you leave it. Make sure you put the x's back in.
So we don't have to expand?
No. No. Question 1f. Find the integral of 3x over the square root of 2x squared minus 1 dx using the substitution u equals 2x squared minus 1. Okay. What do we do? Du dx is 4x. So du is 4x dx. So don't make dx the subject anymore, please. That's okay. So we've got to do the balancing act. We have to put in the 4x and then we've got to undo it. and put the 3 in. No. Wait. So this is what we do. We start off with what we've got. Girls, we're going to be doing this every second minute in extension. So I think you need to start getting used to doing it. Are we ready? Are we ready? Okay, let's start making our substitutions. du happens to be 4x dx. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just change it. I'm not going to put the u's in because I'm going to make this, I don't want it to be 3x. I want it to be 4x. So I'm going to put the 4x in, dx. Do you know why I'm doing this? Because that's what I want over this. Now, that is not my question. That does not equal that. I want to undo that 4. That 4 shouldn't be there. So a 4 on the top gets balanced with a 4 on the bottom. So now there is no 4 up there anymore. But what do I want at the top? What's 3/4 times 4? 3. Yes. So now I do my substitution. Girls, are we okay with this? You cannot, so you put in the 4x, but don't go putting the u's yet until you have this in a form that can be substituted. Now it's in a form that can be substituted because the 4x dx is the same as the du. All right, so you put the 4x, yeah, I don't want it, but that's easy to fix. Undo the 4. 4 at the top cancels with the 4 on the bottom. Numerator 4 and denominator 4's cancel. I want a 3 at the top, just put 1. Okay? So, because we're saying, well, that equals this. So therefore, we've got 3/4. What do I replace the 4x dx with? du over the square root of, what's 2x squared minus 1? U. So now let's just write this in a form that can be integrated. 3/4 out the front, integral of u to the negative a half du. We okay? Which is 3/4 times u to the negative a half. Remember, we're adding 1. No, we're adding 1. Negative a half plus 1 is u to the half over a half plus c. What's that the same as writing? 3/4 times 2 root u. Divide by a half is the same as timesing by 2. U to the half is the same as square root of u. So now the 4 and the 2 cancel. What have you got? 3 over 2 square root of, you may as well substitute in what the u is. It's 2x squared minus 1 plus c. So we've done our cancelling here with the 2 and the 4. Got 3 over 2 root u, which is 3 over 2, 2x squared minus 1 plus c. Yep.
Would it still work if we make dx the subject?
Yeah, but you're going to have to do extra work if you make dx the subject. You'll get dx is du on 4x. Oh yeah, and then you just cancel the x's. That's actually not a bad way to do it. All right, alternative method. Watching? I'll do it down here. Okay? Good idea, actually. Very good idea. We're doing it another way. You don't have to do this. Watch. You ready? So, or will I just do it again separately? I'll just do it again separately. Everyone got that? All right, just another way. Question 1F, integrating this. All right, we're going to do it another way. Let's go. Du dx you got to do is 4x. So if you make dx the subject,
du on 4x?
no, you swap these. Yes, it's du on 4x, sorry. So therefore, the integral of 3x over 2x squared minus 1 dx is, you replace the dx with du on 4x, and there's our 3/4. Easier. Thank you, Gloria. So you keep the 3x there, you replace the dx with du on 4x, and you get the square root of u. Look at Gloria go.
I just yes.
Good girl. Okay, so what cancels, girls? Oh, sorry.
The X.
The X's go. Sorry. So, all right, I'll just keep them there. We'll just get rid of them on the next line. So, therefore, you get 3/4 root u du. Easier. It's a way to go. All right, so for the ones where the substitution's not going to work properly, then this is a method to try. If you notice that you've done, if your du is exactly the same as the top row, then make du the subject. If your du is not the same as that top row, then make dx the subject. That's what I'm thinking. So let's just try that. Look, either method works, but this is, you know, you're going to less chance of making an error. You okay there?
It says this is extension.
It is extension, yes.
Told me it wasn't.
No, I didn't. U to the negative a half du, that's a negative, which is 3/4 times u to the half over a half, which is 3/2 root u, same as before, which is 3/2 square root of 2x squared minus 1 plus c. So, yeah, thank you.
This is so much easier than volume. Why is this extension?
Wait, there'll be harder ones. 4, in the new textbook, there's only one question 4, but in the old textbook, there was a question 4a and 4b, where this question here was done 2 different ways. Now, we're going to do it the way that's in the new textbook first. If u is 2x plus 7, find the integral of x square root of 2x plus 7 dx. We're going to do it that way. Then we're also going to do the same question if we're given a different substitution. Okay, so can you start and do this one on your own? So if u is that, find that. Can you all try it now?
Wait.
If u is 2x plus 7, find the integral of x root 2x plus 7 dx. So du dx is? It's just 2. Okay. No x's are going to cancel, but.
Yes.
All right, this one we've got to make some other substitutions. So what else can we do? So I would just make that dx, the subject, is du on 2. Now, we can substitute this, but I need a substitution for the x. This was the type of question I was looking for. So what you've got to do is rearrange the original function. All right, I need a substitution for x. It's not cancelling with anything. That dx is going to be replaced with du on 2. This 2x plus 7 is replaced with a u, but I've got no replacement for the x. So you take this and you make x the subject. So what do? U minus 7 is 2x. So therefore x is u minus 7 over 2. Now we're ready to substitute. So equals. So there's all my, introductory work there. So what have we got? What do we replace the x with? U minus 7 over 2, square root of u, dx is du on 2. So the important thing here is, girls, please don't just ignore something that needs substituting, like that x. All right? It didn't cancel out with another x. You've now got to make x the subject of your original equation, and that's how you get the u substitution. Now, just be careful here. On the numerator, you've got, what have you got?
U minus 7.
Times root u. So they're both being times by root u. And, oh wait, tell me about the bottom first. What can I make? Good. And on the numerator, I've got root u times u minus 7. Now, girls, we do not integrate product rules. You expand it. I want 2 separate terms, please. So what have I got? What does this expand? What have you got? Root u times u is u to the what? That's u to the half times u. 1.5. Good. And what's root u times 7? 7 u to the half. Good. Are we okay with that? Girls, we do not integrate products. Expand it. Yeah, I know. Because haven't integrated yet. I've just expanded. Now do you think you could integrate this?
Yeah.
So please do not integrate products. You don't integrate products. We don't do it. All right? You expand it. It's great to expand because it's not a squared or a cubed or anything like that. So that's u to the, that's u root u, which is u to the 1.5, which is u to the 3 on 2. And this is minus 7 root u, which is 7 to the half. The 4 is just a constant. I would prefer to keep that. I think you should do them separately. Let's pull out the quarter, it's better. Otherwise, you're just going to get into trouble. So a quarter times bracket, let's go. Pull out the quarter because the problem is that's got to be over something, that's got to be over something, they're going to be over different things. You really need to get that 4 out of there. How are you going to put u to the 5 on 2 over 5 on 2 and u to the 3 on 2 over 3 on 2 on the one denominator with a 4? You can't do it. Pull the 4 out to the front. So it's 1 over 4. Girls, 2 over 5 on 2, which means 2/5, doesn't it? Minus 7 to the 3 on 2 over, I'll just put this one over 3 on 2, plus c. All right, what have we got? Come on. 2 on 20, which is 1 on 10. The square root of
14.
No. 2 over 20 is 1 on 10.
Oh,
U to the 5 on 2 is square root of u to the 5 minus. What happens? Yes, because it's 2 on 3, so it becomes minus 14 on 3. Square root of u cubed. Tell me what I didn't do. I didn't times the second one by a quarter. What happens to the bottom?
12.
Are we okay with that? Girls, it's a quarter times 14 on 3, so it's 14 on 12. It's a quarter times that and a quarter times that. All right, plus c, which is 1/10 the square root of 2x plus 7 in brackets. I'm replacing u now to the power of 5 minus on 6. The square root of 2x plus 7 cubed plus c. Girls, got to be careful with that. That quarter could get you into trouble. Nearly got me into trouble. I didn't get that as my answer before. Oh. No, answer's wrong. Oh, no, it's not. Wait a sec. Is there something wrong? Oh, no. No, it's not wrong. Just didn't finish it. Okay, we're doing question 4 again with a different substitution, and that substitution is that u squared is 2x plus 7. Okay. I wouldn't be doing a du dx. You could take the 7 and do a dx du if you want. Let's just see. Yeah. Girls, no, I wouldn't be square rooting. Otherwise, you're going to end up with u is the square root of 2x plus 7. Look, there's a few different ways. When it's this way, I'd be, look, if you just look over here, what do you think is going to happen here? What do you think is going to happen with the... All right, what's 2x plus 7 equal to? All right, I'm just doing that. That's the only substitution I can make so far. We okay with that? Now, you do not do a du squared dx. Girls, u squared is 2x plus 7 at the moment. The only substitution I can make is replace that 2x plus 7 with u squared. I can't do anything else. You do not do du squared dx. So what you do, you rearrange it. U squared minus 7 is 2x. X is u squared minus 7 over 2. Right? Now you can do dx du. Because normally if there's a y and an x here, isn't it dy dx? It's d whatever's out the front, dx du. If it was y and x, it'd be dy dx. If the x is out the front and the u's there, it's dx du. All right, what do you get? Remember so you just get 2u. Remember that's really, that's u squared on 2 minus 7 on 2. Got it? So you just get 2u on 2. Girls, it's u squared on 2 minus 7 on 2. Do you want me to put that extra line in? Because when you differentiate 7 on 2, you get 0. So you get 2u on u, which is u. So therefore, dx equals what? What does dx equal? U du. So now, girls, what can... No, it's not a du squared. No. All right, what can I replace this dx with? U du. I still need to replace the x. See what I'm doing over here? What do I replace the x with? Now, okay? Now, what u du is dx. No. Du times du is du squared. All right, now, let's just simplify this. I've got u squared minus 7 over 2. What's the square root of u squared? U times u is times u squared du. Now, multiply. We do not integrate products. So u squared gets times by each of those. What have we got? U to the 4 over 2 minus 7u squared over 2. Look, I could have just taken that 2 out to the front, but I think I'm going to keep it here. Otherwise, if I put the half out the front, you may not times the second one by the half. So, girls, u4 on 2 minus 7u squared on 2. They're both over 2. I could break them up first. So now what do I get? u5 on 5 times 2 minus 7u3 over 2 times 3 plus c. So it's u5 on 10 minus 7u3 on 6. Girls, that's exactly the same answer as I got the page before. u5 is, what a pain. All right, u5 is u squared to the 5 on 2. Do you agree? This is the only painful bit of this. You know why? I don't have a substitution for u5. I've only got a substitution in the question for u squared. Can you see that? So I make u5 u squared 5 on 2. I make u3 u squared. How do I balance that out? To the 3 on 2. Plus C, why people, which is what? Which is 2x plus 7 to the 5 on 2 over 10 minus 7 over 6, 2x plus 7 to the 3 on 2 plus C, and then write your square root business and all that, all right? Which is 2x plus 7, the square root of that to the power of 5 over 10 minus 7 over 6, the square root of 2x plus 7 cubed over, plus C. Homework. Can you do exercise 3.10, question 1 through to 8? Do not do anything I've already done. Questions 1 to 8. Don't worry about questions 9 through to 12. I'll do those tomorrow with the following exercise. Homework, exercise 3.10, questions 1 to 8, please. Do not do anything we've already done. Thank you.